Hi, this is Dr. Mike Stair, and I have 3 excellent rules that you can use to help determine if a core exercise is a good idea for your low back and your health in general. Now, there's literally hundreds of different core exercises that you can choose from for optimal spine health, for improving performance, or for addressing your low back pain. However, many of these exercises are simply ineffective or can even be dangerous. So how do you know which core exercises are best for you? Well, I've found that if you can remember these 3 simple rules, you'll always be able to know what core exercises will be best for your spine. These are the same rules I teach to clinicians throughout the country, as well to my clients. So rule number 1, does the exercise challenge the targeted muscles? This is a pretty simple rule. If the exercise challenges the abdominal muscles of the anterior core, the lateral core, or the posterior muscles of the spine, it's probably a decent option. But there's more to it than that. Rule number 2, does the exercise spare excessive stress to vulnerable tissues of the spine? And the vulnerable tissues I'm talking about are the disc, the ligaments, and the joints. So this involves a little bit of clarification here. Many times when we justify doing exercises, it's justified based on the research that shows that these exercises challenge muscles of the core. And it seems pretty logical. But however, up until about 15-20 years ago, very few research articles were focusing on, well, what are the stresses imposed on the ligaments and the disc and the joints as a consequence of doing these exercises? And some of the findings are actually pretty surprising. Some studies show, for example, with sit-ups, we impart over 3,000 newtons of stress on the intervertebral disc. OSHA has determined that stresses beyond 3,000 newtons on the intervertebral disc can cause damage or irritation. Another popular exercise, often seen in Pilates, lying on your stomach and you raise your arms and your legs, which does activate and challenge the posterior muscles of the spine. However, it also imparts over 6,000 newtons of stress on an intervertebral disc. That can be a very big problem for many people that have vulnerable tissues like disc issues or have vulnerable spines. Might also explain why many of these core exercises simply don't work for some of our patients or some other folks that have been struggling with back problems. So that brings us to rule number 3. Does the exercise teach you awareness of proper spine position? When you look at some exercises like these that involve loaded twisting, or this that involves loaded bending of the spine, twisting and bending of the spine actually can impose stresses or forces and rehearse the mechanisms that are known to cause various back issues. Now, at least what might be happening is that we're squandering an opportunity to use exercise as a way to teach people the awareness of neutral or proper spine position, the position in which their spine is less vulnerable and more capable of absorbing or producing force. Exercise could be a great opportunity to rehearse that. However, doing movements involve bending and twisting really squander the opportunity to teach people awareness of proper spine position. At worst, these exercises might be encouraging behaviors and habits of twisting and bending the spine that will suit more vulnerability of the spine for the future and years to come. So I hope this gave you some really good ideas about how to evaluate whether an exercise for your core is a good idea for you or not. And if you just adhere to these 3 simple rules, I think they would help you out quite a bit. Now, I want to also turn your attention to a great program that I developed to address exactly these issues and way, way more than just exercise. It's called Core Fit, and it's my latest solution for a strong, pain-free back, where I teach you and empower you with the information that you need to know from exercise, from your day-to-day life and beyond, of what you can do to truly have a strong, pain-free spine so you can do what you need to do in day-to-day life. If you want to learn more information about this program, go to www.spectrumfitevents.net. You'll hear more details there, and you have the opportunity to sign up and see if this is something that would be a good option for you. We're taking about 15 people for this program. It starts at the end of September, so if it's something you're interested in, make sure you grab your spot. Again, go to spectrumfitevents.net. You can learn more about our latest program, Core Fit, a true solution for a strong, pain-free back. Well, thanks a lot, It was awesome talking to you, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care.